Hey everybody, this is Marco Amaya, and I was banned from Facebook for 3 days because I was posting facts about reality. And this is amazing and it's hilarious because it's like, okay, I this is what I said in my post. I said Jesus taught people to love their enemies. Meanwhile, Islam teaches to kill non-believers. So that's why there's a lot more Islamic attacks throughout the world compared to Christianity. Because Jesus teaches to love your enemies, and Islam's the opposite. It tells you to attack people and kill non-believers. And that was what I said in my post, and I'm banned. I'm banned from that. Isn't that amazing? It's like, dude, I have free speech. Do you know what that is? Do you know what America is? Do you know how this all works? Because I feel like people don't realize these social media networks that you're on right now, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, these are controlled by leftists that don't care about your free speech. Okay, you don't have free speech, and I'm proving that with my own speech, because they're creating this Truman Show where everyone lives in their little bubble dome and everyone thinks that that's the real world. But as soon as you find out that there's a boundary that you can't cross because of your political or views or your religious views or just posting facts that they don't like, they're going to start banning you. And guess what? You know what happens when everyone is on these freaking networks, the social media cartel, and all the communication is based in this cybernetic realm of controlled by a few people? Then people are going to lose their free speech. Because if everyone's on it and you're banned off it, where are you going to go to communicate with people? So that's why this is huge, and that's why these companies have to be liable for what people are saying on there, because they're trying to control what everyone says. But right now, illegally, they're considered a platform, like Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. They're a platform, so they claim to be a tool that's unbiased, and they can you don't have to be liable for what people say, but but at the same time they control what people say. They're trying to control what everyone says, so you can't have the best of both worlds. That's illegal. That's you can't be a platform but then be a publisher that gets to control what everyone says and not be liable at the same time. It just doesn't work like that, and that's illegal, and that has to change. And so hopefully there's something we can do with our government and with Trump, and Trump's probably going to do something, but we can't rely on that. We have to realize we need to make our own sites. We need to focus on that. Otherwise, everyone's going to be a sheep led to the slaughterhouse with these controlled social media stuff. Because the internet was meant to be a vast ocean of information that isn't censored. That's really what it's supposed to be. But it's gradually become this thing where everyone is flocking to the social media sites, and then it's like a ghetto where everyone's controlled, and you lose your free speech, and you basically lose everything if you lose free speech. And then the elections are now affected by it. The political world is affected because now everyone's influenced by the information on these controlled social media sites that are controlled by these leftist lunatics. Okay, so that they can promote their Democrat people, and they can promote their ideas and ban all the people that have ideas that are against them. Because what I'm saying is nonviolent. What I'm saying is completely not even vulgar, not even saying bad words. But no, they ban it because it's it makes too much sense. Okay, so when something makes too much sense, then you're banned. Okay, it's not even about if you use bad words or not, because people think that that's what it's about. No. It's not about. It's about your political beliefs. They'll ban you for your political beliefs. And if they did that to me, and I'm not even a well-known, famous person right now, that means they're going after everybody. But the interesting thing was they banned this post that I put. Right, it was actually a comment on my post, and that they banned me for. And what's interesting is that comment was up for several days with no repercussions from Facebook, nothing. And all of a sudden, one day, I just come to my Facebook and I'm banned for 3 days. So that means that there's humans interacting with the system that's banning me. There are humans on the other side of this. Because if it was an AI just detecting a word or something or some algorithm, it would have caught it immediately, right? An algorithm, and it would be able to catch me. But what happened was, I think there was some kind of alarm triggered by what I was saying, maybe a combination of words, and then humans analyzed it because they have these leftist loonies. Just their whole job, their whole day at Facebook is to find people to censor, and so they find these examples and then they decide if they want to ban me, and they obviously banned me. So this is what's happening. There's people patrolling the Facebook streets, as they say. As I can say as a metaphor, they're patrolling. They're like the police, thought police, patrolling, and then they catch someone. Bam! Oh, you just said something we don't like. You're going down. And it's like, dude, I'm gonna make my own website, and I'm gonna invite everyone to come on board and listen to what I have to say without having these dang lunatic, authoritarian, tyrannical people trying to tell me what I can and can't say. And you should do that too. And if you make a website, tell me about it. I'd like to visit it. I'm going to update you as I go along with the URL is going to be and stuff like that as I create it soon. But this is highly necessary, and it doesn't make any sense for people to sit back and not even pay attention to this. This is happening to you. I am your local patriot here. I'm testing the limits of these fake systems and realizing that, hey, your free speech is in danger, because if you don't do anything about this, you're next. They think it's just the extremists that are going to be banned. No. It starts off with the so-called extremists that are just posting facts, actually. But it starts off with the people that are perceived as extremists because they think they can get away with that. But once they get away with that, they can get away with this and they can get away with that. And the more and more moderate people are going to start getting banned if they cross the line. Until they have they want to have a very narrow space where you're allowed to speak certain ideas that they want you to promote, and that's all there is to it. Just like China does that too, but China is extreme, and that's what happens when you let this continue. In China, I read an article the other day. They have a hard time even searching about the Chinese rebellion in the Tiananmen Square. And the citizens can't even look that up. They can't post that stuff or anything about it because it was a rebellion against the government. Because the communists, that's what happens with communists. It destroys the country. You have no freedom. You're completely controlled by the government that it rules over you permanently. And it's just insane. So that's what's happening. But of course, Google goes along with it. They love it. They've made their own Dragonfly network or whatever to try to help China do that stuff to their people. So what do you think they're going to do here? It's the exact same thing, except that they can't get away with as much stuff as quickly, but they will if we don't do anything about it. So in China, they can't even look up historical events that they're not allowed to see. I mean, that's insane. But this is where we're going. If I can't even criticize Islam, if I can't even defend Christianity and criticize Islam for what it is, because their sacred text says that you can kill and you should attack non-believers and kill them. Just look it up. It's real. I'm not making this up. And how can I be banned for saying reality and truth? It's just incredible. So that's why I wanted to share this with you, because we need to wake up to this and stop sitting on our ass and acting like everything's normal when your free speech is being taken away. Because the First Amendment is like the key to this country's survival. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. And it's happening to everybody. It doesn't matter how many followers you have, how many friends you have. They're going to look for you and they're going to ban you. Okay? So, support my channel. Go to the Patriot Torch on YouTube, the Patriot Torch or Marco Amaya on YouTube. Go there, share the videos. Join the movement. Spread the truth. Let's stop being so self-indulgent and trying to say that it's all about us and trying to post selfies all day. That's not really changing the world. We need to start speaking up about what we truly believe in so that we can actually share ideas and communicate with this system that has been set up and test the limits and fight back against the censorship. Because we need to make our own websites ultimately, because we can't rely on these censorship sites. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say today, because it's highly important that we rebel against tyrannical movements trying to ban us for our free speech. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and share the video on YouTube.